It's the NFL on EA Sports,
where we've got a pair of teams who actually merged for a season back in the day.
It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams that love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the past. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level. And if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Once again, it's Warren. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers will go up by 7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. This brought him out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense ready to see the football for the second time. They had that lightning bolt to open the game. The long touchdown. They'll try to build on the lead now. This drive begins 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll run the toss with Warren.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Warren. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he will go all the way. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers move out on top, 14-0. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Johnson now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. Gonna call his own number. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He completes it to Marshall. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. Third down and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goedert. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the veteran, that's Robert Woods. Gain of 16 for the man who wears 16. And a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
A carry here for Warren. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a handoff to Warren. He'll take this down to the 47. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Second down and 8. Now Rodgers. He'll go right back to Freiermuth. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And the Eagles will take over here just past the 30.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this is going to be an Eagles first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Second and 11. Rodgers now. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So after 1, it's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back in Philly in a moment. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. That's complete to Smith. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
To throw on second down is Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Again, Hurts. A pass taken in by Johnson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Dillon. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now Hurts gonna run this one himself. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Steelers offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Rodgers. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Rodgers finding Wilson for a big one. 39 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Play action now with Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The ball's out. The Eagles have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Hurts again. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one complete to Bryant. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch. Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Here's Barkley. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
Third and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Darius Slay, Mr. Big Play, with his hands right around the ball again.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Austin now to return this. And he'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Rodgers. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Steelers.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. From the gun, Rodgers going up top. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as the defense cannot come up with the big play there. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 2. Hurts will work here from the pistol. He's He's going to run it. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Second and a yard. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And he'll take it on in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles move back to within 1. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out, and he'll bring it out to the 20.